Hey y'all. Well, figure I go ahead and break the trend and go ahead and do a little bit of metal detecting. So I'm gonna have to leave that there. Leave my door partially open. Trying to guesstimate where I can get the most of it because my cord's too short to reach all the way out there. So I'm gonna just leave it open. Actually, let's see what I can do here. I ain't gonna do this very long. Open my window that way I get a good signal on here. I got one okay before, but I just want to make sure. Could sit it on top of my truck. The view might go over what I'm doing. That's not gonna work. Should I shut my door? This ain't gonna work. There we go. That might work. Yeah. I just got to go a little bit forward. Wow, it's been like months since I've been metal detecting. I get an idea where I'm at here. See where I'm at. Okay, I can come up just a little bit. Hello. Hi, foul 1, 2, 3. Flits 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be out here digging around a little bit. I ain't gonna be doing very much. I'm just gonna kind of break in the season, so to speak, because I haven't been doing it in months. That way I can say I've been metal detecting, I think I might have forgot how to use it. Yeah. The battery might be dead though. Or it might die. Ooh, chilly. Just do very light stuff. Yeah, that's what I figured. If my pinpointer won't get it, I ain't gonna worry about it. If this won't get it, I ain't worry about it. I'll make sure Microphone's still on. Yep, still on. You know, kind of weird signals. There's all kind of junk buried out here. All kind of junk. It's buried pretty deep too, so if this is not getting it, it's not on near the surface. So I definitely ain't gonna dig that deep. Might end up hitting the wire or something. I'd be fried. Last time I went metal detecting out here, oh gosh, it was about several months ago. I found a padlock right over there somewhere. One of those Yates padlocks. And I give it to them to put in there for a display or whatever. I hadn't checked and see if they did anything with it, so I keep meaning to, but I find stuff, I don't keep it, you know, and just rather not. Five inches. View up further this way. I can get this little blinking thing in my eye. Flat little line, like almost like an ocular headache, but I had circles and stuff, and it kind of cleared up. And now it's like a little flat little line. Which one is it in? Right or left? Yeah, no, that might be my right. Something real close here. Let's see what this is. Might be a penny, quarter, nickel, dime. It's gonna dig real light. Might be a pull tab. That'd be my luck. Let's see here. Nope. It's a beer bottle cap. No, actually, yeah, it is. It's a beer bottle cap. Broken. That's what it looks like. Pretty thick glass, too. Looks like I've been hit by a lawnmower pretty good. Let's see what else we got in here. Yep. So first find, aluminum beer bottle cap. Not a whole lot of that. And that's about the first time in about 6 or 8 months since I've been metal detecting. I think I have to go look back on my camera thing, on my YouTube videos, and see. Make sure I've got the mic on. I don't want to keep this. I'm gonna put it right here in the crook of this tree. Might be some quarters over here. Dimes and nickels. There's a big old manhole cover. Something going crazy. Let's see what this is. Might be a pipe. Some might be a piece of iron. That's what it seems like it is. That'd be a piece of wire. It might be deeper than that. But it rings so hard because it's bigger and it's deeper. Oh, look, an old nail. No, that's not an old nail. It keeps telling me there's something there. Here it is. Oh, a little clip. Oh, but damn. Now that's interesting. So it's a clip buckle, some sort of clip buckle thingamajigger. I ain't really ever seen one of these before. There might be something still in there. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it. So it could have come from a. It could have come from anything. Let's see what it is. Wow. I have to bring this up. Here we go. Let's see if the clip still works. Barely. It looks like it was bluish or something. Some blue paint on it. How about that? Come on, clouds, go that way. Which way? Yeah. No, go that way. Just give me some more blue sky. So this is pretty interesting. Have to clean it off a good bit though. Hands getting all dirty. It's starting to rain. Dang it. Well, I guess I'll go over here and we can take a look at it because it's starting to rain over here and my windows are down. Window. So I don't want my truck getting all wet on the inside. Shush. Hush. Shush. There we go. Let's see what this is. It's probably gonna quit raining here in a minute. Let's see here. Farts cutely. Yeah, me too. I do that quite often. Farts. But my farts ain't cute. They're gross. Now, let's take a look at this here. See what we got. Yeah, good thing too, because it's starting to rain. You can't really see without the windshield wiper being on. Let's see what we got. It looks to be, it's not I don't think it's anything to do with a suspender clip or whatever. It looks to be something that's a little bit, I don't know, it could be anything. You know, I don't know. What do y'all think it is? Looks like it might have been bluish or something. Could have been something off of a tent. It could have been. It's still open a little bit. So. Might go to the cemetery here, see what we can find, but I just don't want to get soaked there either. I think the clouds are moving this way, so there was some sun out here earlier, but now it's just kind of no chance of that right now. So I have no idea what this is. It's just interesting to find though. But I know I know it's a strap clip. And that right there tells me because there's like a spring here and everything. It's got like little teeth to kind of clamp onto something other. So it's like a harness strap clip or something. You run it through there and you pull the thing up and you push the thing and then you release it. So it's like kind of like a ratchet strap in a way, but it's a clip instead of a actual ratchet type of thing, you know. So I have no idea what it goes to. Oh. That's interesting. See what it's going to do here. Of course, I found an old nasty old bottle cap. Things are buried in the dirt. They're all over this place. They're bottle caps, broken tops. A little further that way over here, right about in there to the right of that tree there, there's a bunch of strewn out glass. It's just all over the place. What's up, Mike? How you doing there, buddy? What's going on, buddy? Just sitting here trying to get a little bit of metal detecting in. That way I can say I officially started the season. Well, it's not really a season, but you know, I just hadn't done it in quite a while. I'm doing good, I reckon, sir. Lord willing, the creek don't rise, you know. And borrowing my mom's car and doing this interview tomorrow and the rest of it. And over there in Chattanooga. And I'm going to get that out of the way and hopefully be working on the weekend. I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is Civil War. I think it's probably mid 1900s or something. I don't know. But It doesn't look like it's Civil War, but it looks like it might have been blue or something at one time, or painted blue or something. Some kind of ceramic type paint. I don't even know. It just this looks like a big clip, like a clip for you, like women have for the hair and stuff, you know. But see, it's got those teeth to it. Oh, I felt a little bit of a cool breeze coming through there. Dang, fall, come on, strong, buddy. Cold and wet. Yeah, well, I think it's just some kind of harness clip. It looks like something. Looks like something went through here and all that stuff, and it went through there, and you pull the thing and it clips to it, and it kind of strap just tightens it or whatever. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And until you push the bottom of that clip and it releases it, some kind of harness clip, something like that. It's interesting though. Probably have to, if I get to messing with it, I can probably find a description or something on it, but I don't know how deep that rust goes, you know. I got something going on with my eye. I had to test my eye out. I did have some kind of circle thing, and I've been taking eye drops every single day for about over a month now, and I just took it frequently, and it seems to clear up whatever it was, but now I got that little issue going. I don't know what's going on with my eye there. So, and the doctor told me, he said I had like a oh shoot, what do you call it? Some kind of glaucoma or something like that, or was it, or you know, trying to keep me from. I can kind of, depending on for whatever reason, I can go blind or something like that. I forgot what he said, how he said it, you know. But he acted like he was like something. It was something he was constantly checking up on. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, I would, but hey, man, I ain't got all that money. I don't have insurance. Ken told me, you need to come in and let's check it out. And I was supposed to take some kind of test on the 6th, and it's like $150. And the same day I was supposed to take it, it was whenever I started work at a staffing agency, and that didn't pan out all right. And now I'm broke. Probably won't get paid till the 13th. I got to work a weekend and everything like that, so even that's not going to help me, you know. So I'm just going to be SOL. A good thing about it is I took my credit card and paid my insurance, both, you know, car insurance, house insurance, and that's going to pinch. And the only thing I really got left is a mortgage, and that's 5 days past due. And I really don't want to take my darn money out of my checking account and pay that, because I won't really have a whole lot left. So I'm kind of in a pinch, you know, and I really don't want to take my credit card because that's all I got left. I don't know how long it'll take me to need money and stuff. So I'm really kind of like a pinch. So I wish I was not in the pinch, but I'm in the pinch, so to speak. And if I can get out of that pinch, I'll be all right. And but by the grace of God, I've done pretty good so far. And even with trying to help my son out, he's been needing money and everything because he transitioned from one job to another, and his pay range got a little messed up, so he couldn't help me with paying a light bill. And I'm like, you know, like, dang, son, you took a fine time to quit and change jobs, you know. So he, I think, well, he worked out a notice. I didn't. So I quit my security job, went to a staffing job, and I kind of got a little wore out there the first night. And they said, you know, and told them I couldn't really go on a little further because the kid that was supposed to be showing me stuff made me out of his damn slave. And I almost got kind of fed up with it. And I'm like, look here, buddy. I'm not, you know, I'll help you, but man, just show me what to do and stuff and help me do it, because every time something would drop, he'd take a little picker-upper thing, because he was a kind of big, heavy-set kind of kid. And he'd take a little picker-upper thing, and he'd tell me to go get a tote, put stuff in, and those totes weren't very light. They're plastic, and you fold them out, big old thick totes, you know. So I got to hurting, man. My damn back was hurting, my damn knee was hurting already, arthritis. And I told him, I was like, this is wearing me out. And good thing about it is, though, when I was working at Amazon doing security, we had to walk around the building every night. And so my A1C was pre-diabetes, and I got it lowered to normal from doing all that. So that's a good thing. I suppose it's from doing that. Just kind of what I was doing last year, doing a lot of, you know, walking around the park here and everything. But anyway, I don't think it's gonna. I see a little bit of clouds and I see some pieces of blue sky, but not enough. Not enough. What I might do is go ahead and get my mom's car and go ahead and get her car, come back. Wait a minute. A little bit of sun peeking out. Get this thing straight here. Now I get through with her car, I gotta put some gas in it. She used it yesterday, so I put a little bit less gas in it. Supposed to do that the other day, but I told her I got to use it one more time. But anyway, yeah, God will make a way, and He has. And it just don't. I'm panicking over stuff I don't need to panic over. You know what I mean, Mike? It's just, yeah. So. But I've been in this situation before. You know what I mean? I've been into it twice. But the thing about it was the last couple of times, I was getting paid unemployment because the last two jobs, I got let go. This job, well, I didn't quit my most recent job. I didn't quit. I'm still technically hired with them, but they're trying to find me a job. But the one before that, I quit. But so unemployment didn't go with that 1 day job. They went with a previous job that I had more time at. So, and then they tell me about a week and a half later I'm disqualified because I didn't give a good enough reason. I said, no, I think I gave plenty of good reason, and I gave emails and stuff like that, but still wasn't until to their standards. And in other words, you can pay it in, but you can't get it out unless they say so. Yeah. That sucks. But anyway, and on top of that, I was at the Chinese place and they gave me unsweet tea. There ain't no sweetness in that sucker. There ain't just a little bit. Seems the leaves started turning out here, right here at the last week, right here at the 24th, 25th, 26th. The leaves started turning really good. Golly, I got like little dots in my. I got all kind of freaking. Gee whiz, what the heck? Like I got a whole bunch of this eye right here. It's like a bird shot all in my eye, like little dots and stuff. It's like little grease balls. If I look at like something white or whatever, I mean there are a bunch of little floaters all over the place in my eye. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. That's that little clip I had. But it got to raining and everything, so I kind of quit doing it. You know, I stopped messing with it. I thought about going ahead and get my mom's car. Gee whiz. I need to get back to the eye doctor. I just ain't got the money. That's what they want. They won't see you unless you got money. Screw you. Yeah, you know, I've had those before. I've had an ocular migraine, and that thing get right there in the center of my eye, and it get bigger and bigger and start spreading out, and they kind of just disappear. It'd be right in the when I go to focus on something other or whatever, I couldn't really. It'd go right over a certain thing I was looking directly at, center of my vision. Yeah. Yep. Right, and this left eye, well, I kind of had an issue with this eye here. There was like a little circuit. I kept seeing circular things, and several months ago it was this eye, and then it went from there to here. This eye I started seeing little circle things, and they were kind of squiggly and broken up and all that stuff. Yeah, and or you kind of, if I just kind of look to the right or left real quick, you know, and it appear. Yeah, but now I think it's either this eye. Now those little rainbow-like things are like lines, and they're kind of rainbow looking and everything. But it's not so much an ocular headache or whatever. It's not kind of spreading. I just see like little lines, and some of them, you know, I can close one eye or left eye is like I see veins. The back of my eyeball, whatever, the back of my retina is like I see veins and everything. If I see what? Neurological. Oh. If I see the vein whenever I close my eye, or what? Squiggly lines. Well, that's hard because it's dark. I can see little imprints, like after images. Some of them were kind of like half circles, this kind of thing. It was here. It started in this eye first, and then it went eventually over to this side. But I've been taking those lisinopril, some kind of Lucitan, not lisinopril because that's a blood pressure medicine. Some kind of eye drop stuff. I've been putting in my eyes every day before I go to bed or you know, sleep or whatever. And so I don't know. I think sometimes it's from being on this thing too much. I don't know. There it went right there. So I'm trying to see if it's this eye. Yeah, this one right here, this left eye. So this one was kind of going squiggly on me, but he quit doing that. What happened was I was taking that stuff, and it's like if I stared at my phone too much, I start getting this like little thing in the middle of my eye whenever I look at the phone, and it starts spreading just a little bit. It's not an ocular headache or anything, but it just like a little blurry spot, and it had like a ring around it and a little middle part to it. But I started taking more of that stuff every single day, and that quit doing it. And now it's back to this eye where it was. I did have like a little thing like that, and it finally disappeared. And this one had it, and that quit and disappeared. Now it's back to this one. Sometimes I'll see a vein or whatever. Whenever I look left or right, I'll see a branchy little vein. It's kind of straight, but it's also branchy. Yeah. Whenever I wear my glasses, sometimes I kind of put them up on my head and everything because I'm still nearsighted. But I tell you what, though, there have been a couple of times, Mike, or Cap, whoever's talking to me, I can be looking down the road, and it's like I push my glasses up, and I can see just as well with my glasses off as I could with them on. I'm like those little temporary things where my vision kind of corrected itself, and it every so often it'll do that. I'll be looking at the road, and it's like just as well as I'm looking through my glasses. I do this. It's like my glasses are still in my face, so my eyes kind of temporary kind of work, whatever. They're in focus as if I had my glasses on, and then it kind of just goes away. Oh yeah. Yeah, those little squiggly, broken up lines, like, oh gosh, kind of reminds me of that kind of like a kaleidoscope type of thing. But right now in this left eye, it's like a whole bunch of little floating dots. It's like if you've seen grease on water, little grease dots on water, that's what that's kind of reminds me of. If I look at a white background, it's like looking at the clouds over here. It's like somebody sprayed little grease dots in my eye. There were a few of them, and now there's a whole bunch of them. It's like some are closer than others, so. But my, my microphone went dead. That's what happened. I'll go up my window. It's chilly. The sun was sticking out there for a little bit. Now it's going back in. Oh, dang. I just don't want to go to my mom right now, but I do want to get a car. But as soon as I get in that dang car, it's going to smell like real musty stuff. And those kind of things. I don't know. I guess some things too, it could be sinuses because it feels like I got a sinus headache a little bit. Yeah, and I notice that sometimes when my sinuses act up, my eyes kind of feel odd and different. It feels like there's a little stress in my eyeballs. But the doctor told me I had like a pressure on my eyes. One eye might be longer than the other. Okay, man. We'll see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing that information too. Appreciate that. Kind of wish I could just take this right here and just wipe the inside of my eyeball out. You know, them little crud things out of there. I remember one time I like opened my left eye and right eye. It's like I seen the same thing in both eyes. Like the same vein or whatever it was. Possibly, but I'm just not. I don't like driving like on when it's rainy. I'm not really for that. At night, because just the brightness shines on the road and I can't see where I'm going so much. But I mean, I can see, but I just it kind of throws me off. Well, I made these earmuffs for somebody, but I think they already quit. They quit Waffle House. I made them for somebody. Well, what I should do is run by there and see if they're there. Or what I might do is get me a better tea than what I got. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And then I'll wait a little bit, then go to my mother's house and get her car. Alright, be over at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Takes me about an hour to get there. That damn traffic though, oh my gosh, the other day that traffic, shoo. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so much the traffic as people driving around me like it's shit. They like wanted a race or something, you know, and I get ahead of somebody be real slow and I get ahead of them, here they come. They like, oh man, you passed me? Oh hell no. I went over the bridge to get turning on the interstate and I was in my right lane and the dude goes from behind me, cuts around me and gets in the lane. And I'm like, what the hell? What really do is a black woman. I went by her several times on the interstate and I'm like looking at her. I was like, man, she looks like a real sweet woman. She didn't seem to me that she would do something like that, but dang, she didn't. I'm gonna go over here and check Waffle House out. Hopefully somebody's there that's I'm familiar with. We got new people there. Looks like we might get a little bit of a clearing in the clouds, but it remains to be seen. Well, we didn't find a whole lot because it ran, but what we did find was pretty neat. Oh. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I guess I had to reset the microphone. Bulked monkey. Appreciate that. Go here. See if Waffle House is open. Well, I know they're open. What am I talking about? certain waitresses there, server, and I think what it is, I had that darn charger stuck halfway in there, and it probably threw the microphone off. Thought it was all the way in. Watch when I get to my mom's house, she'll have something good to eat. She said, well, if you come about 7 o'clock, we're going to have something to eat, but we don't eat no day at 4 o'clock. You eat too early. I said, well, dang, Mom, I'm sleeping most of the during the day. I go to bed late, get up late. So therefore, I eat early. If I go to bed early and get up early, then I'll eat late. But I just don't do that. That's just not my forte since I've been working third shift. Oh. Looks like there might be some clearing out here, but I still got a lot of clouds. I see a gap of blue sky, that's about it. Just a little gap. Yeah, but that's the first time in a while I used my shovel. And that, when I got it, was relatively brand new. Been sitting on the back of my truck for several months, and kind of rusting a little bit. Not really bad, but not really good either. Should have put it somewhere so the rain wouldn't constantly hit it. Anyway, I'm gonna get on off here. I'll see y'all later.